Next week, January 20 to be exactly, is the inauguration of the new president, Joe Biden, here in the United States of America. YouTubers, immigration lawyers, and most of the immigrants are talking more about immigration changes, where the new president will be able to impose or to change from the current situation. But there is a big thing people do not understand. When we are talking about these changes, and most of immigrants are, or people who are not in America, are excited, happy, the new president is in power or is coming to be inaugurated very soon in a few days to come. So changes will be there. There is a misconception. First of all, there are things the president will be able to do and the things the president will not do or will not change. Myself, I made a video explaining what immigration changes we might expect right away from President Biden, and what things we might not. I'm going to add what things we are not going to change, because there is a misconception. People are thinking that with the new president, it will be easier to come to America. Oh, Trump was the one who making difficult. He doesn't want people to come to America. So I want to make sure that you understand what are some of these immigration restrictions or the regulations on how to get the visa, on how to change from one visa to another, and whether the president is going to remove those or those are continue to be there. Because I don't want to be so much disappointed down the road. We say, oh, I thought it would be easy. I can just go to the U.S. Embassy and they say, I want to go and eat ice cream in California. They can give you the visa. They're not going to give you the visa because of that reason. Welcome, everyone. This is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, EBM, talking to you from my home office here in Belton, Missouri. So, first of all, in case you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please do me that a favor. Subscribe to this channel and share this video to other people. So, one of the things already which we know, this January is going to be inaugurated in January 20 Biden. So probably in February, Biden, among the things he's going to do will be immigration changes. So there is immigration proposal is going to bring forward to the Congress. So there are changes we know they will come right away. And there are things they don't need to go to the Congress. He can be able to change by himself. We mentioned in one of the videos, I explained about what immigration changes Biden will be able to do right away. And I'm going to put that link on the description of this video below, or at the top here, I'll put that link of that particular video explaining the changes, immigration changes we might be able to see right away. So the changes which we can see right away are those which are were part of the, they are not the law, but basically we are part of the previous or president's presidential executive orders. So if your new president comes and you don't want certain thing which was proposed or was put in place by executive order, you can be able and remove that. I can give you some of the examples. One of the example is the immigration suspension, which we saw the first one was in April, followed the second one in June after 60 days, which was supposed to end in end of December, and the Trump administration end of December, they extended it up to the end of March. That one for sure will be going to be changed. But we do not know whether it will be immediately or not, but even if it will continue by March, they will not continue with that one. When it's going to expire, it's going to expire. I have a mixed feeling on that, because currently we have what we call the new president is coming here, and then the cases of virus is going high because it is flu season. So we see those kind of things, they are going to go high. With the immigration, the cases going high, and then we are going to have the new stimulus. So all those kind of changes, Biden might be slow to change completely immigration suspension. That might be one area, but another area, they might block that one. Okay, remove that one, people get the visa, and then if they want to come, they come here. They might go to do that. I believe they are going to do that, but it might not be right away in January. It might be beginning of February. So, but if the immigration suspension continues, that means by March, it will be removed. It will not be renewed. And apart from that, there will be the lawsuit, and the lawsuit will be decided before that. So whatever the case, it is going to happen very soon. The immigration suspension will be able to go to be removed by executive order. So that will be easy to remove. But the bigger things which they are going to be to the Congress, there are, one will be the issue of DACA. Those immigrants who came where they are still very, very little kids. So that will be the bigger issue, has to go to the Congress. And especially if you want to give them citizenship or to give them green card and then down the road to become citizen. So those will be the bigger changes on that. There will be obviously the issue of the wall, because over 700 miles already have been built. So should they continue or stop? So those are the bigger things which are supposed to be in the Congress, because they talk about also the budget. So there are bigger things of that nature which will be going to the Congress. That will be number one. But there are things which they are under executive order, they can be able to be removed. Like even like for instance, like the issue of public charge, that will go away, because they know for sure, even if you say I have a house in my country, you rent someone, how much do you rent someone in a month? $200, $300 or $500 per month? Will that make you live your real life in America, surviving just by depending $300 from your country, Africa, in one of the countries in Africa or in Asia? Obviously, they know for sure. Even if you show those, I have a farm, the farm of cassava will not help you much to survive the American life. So that one they will remove, because they know that it will be just making difficult for people to come to America. I know those are the few things will be able to be removed. But the key issue here, I don't want people to be so much disappointed, because if you talk to, I've been talking to many people, they're so much excited with Biden, to the extent they do not know that there are things President will not be able to do. And this is not just to talk about Biden or Trump. It's about two things. There is the issue of security before and after September 11. Before September 11, it was a little bit easier to come to America than after September 11. After September 11, there are so many immigration changes, and all those immigration changes were put forward to protect America. So it doesn't matter, even before that, it doesn't matter who is the president. Because remember, we had the President Obama, whose father is from Kenya, but it didn't make easier for Kenyan or African just to get into the plane and come to America. No, because there are regulations which are there to protect America. So those things will not change. So don't expect that to go to get a visa to the US Embassy will be easier because Biden is in the office. Because some people, they think that because Trump was in the office, it was difficult. No, the regulations to get the visa, the actual interview documents required for a particular visa, those processes have been there for over a long time. They don't change because this is the president. What they might do, yes, they will add, like for instance, they have added, Trump administration added the public charge. That was one which is going to be removed. But they are not going to change that if you're a student, you don't need the I-20, you don't need to show bank statement, you don't need this one. No, they're not going to remove that one. Or you just go to the US Embassy and you're asking for tourist visa. What are you going to do in the US? I just want to go and see snow. Really? Have you ever traveled outside of your country? Never in your life. And what is your income? I'm just working part-time on this job where I get $200 per month. They are not going to give you the visa because of that. So the documents, when they say this is visa category, student visa, these are the documents we want to see. Those documents have been there during Trump administration. They will be there during Biden administration. They were there during the time of Biden was vice president with Obama as the president. They were there during the Bush administration. They were there during the Clinton administration. They haven't changed. And they continue to be there. And the consular officers, their job, which is written at the Department of State website, Number one assumption is when you go to ask for the non-immigrant visa, I'm not talking immigrant, non-immigrant visa, the temporary visa, you come for a visit, come for a work, you come to as a student, you come for exchange visitor, those kind of visas. When you come here, the number one assumption they have, which is written, is you are coming here and you want to live on a permanent basis. So prove to us that once you come here in our country, you will decide to go back to your home country. You will not disappear. So that is your job, and that has been there for a long time. So prove to me, like if I'm a consular officer, prove to me that I want to go to America, but once my visa is going to, the time I asked for is over, I will be coming back to my home country. If I'm going as a student for 3 years program, after 3 years, I'll come back to my home country. If I'm going for a graduation for 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, I'll come back to my home country. Prove to them. And by proving to them is not about saying, you know, I love my country very much, I'm very patriotic. No, show the assets, show the documents which are related to what type of visa you are asking for. So don't assume that, because I've won the green card lottery, I'll just show up with the US embassy, they'll give me the green card visa. No. If they say, show your 2 years of work experience in the last 5 years, and that visa, that work experience must meet this Department of Labor certification. Those restrictions have been there even before Trump, even before Obama and Biden is president and vice president. So they will not change because Biden is in the office as the president and Kamala Harris is vice president. Those, if they say that show you need to have minimum of high school and you don't have high school, you don't have qualifying work experience, they are not going to give you the visa. They will deny you the visa. So I want to make it clear for you that don't get too disappointed. You go to the US embassy, you don't have the document, because Biden is the president. No, it's not going to work that way. Yes, I agree on one area, that when it comes to the immigration policies, there is a big difference between Democrats and Republicans. That is one of the things separates the two, is when they tackle the issue of immigration. But all in all, whether it's Democrat, whether it's Republican, whatever is in power, their job is still to protect America. So the restrictions, the visa restriction or requirements have been there. They're not going to change. There are few things they'll remove. I just say, like, they're going to remove few items, but it's still the same or similar processes when you apply for it to become a student, when you want to tourist visa, when you want to come as an exchange visitor, if you get a job as a H1, if you want to come as L1, if you come as a fiancé, those restrictions have been there for many years. So just know for sure there are things president will change by executive order. There are things that have to be changed based on the procedures on the Congress. And there are things will not change no matter who is in power. Even if I'm the president, I will not say if any person comes there, want to become a student, doesn't have admission, give them the visa. No, they will not do that. So those are the few things I want to make sure that we understand when we are going to talk about administration under Joe Biden and Kamala regarding to the immigration. I hope very soon people who have won the DV lottery will be able to start processing their visas and be able to come. Thank you so much, and all the best. Stay put, and let's wait for these changes and see where they will take us. All the best, everyone. Bye-bye. But don't forget to subscribe. I'm looking forward. Thank you.